me as the agent going to the property and physically inspecting the property by just what I visually see. It is not me going around and tinkering with faucets or anything like that. It's just, what do I physically see, and what do I know about this property that's a material evidence, like material information. I have to bring it to light in the transaction. Hey guys, Dave Hubbell here, Hubbell Real Estate, of course. Want to do a little how-to video. I get this question a lot regarding AVID, so Agent Visual Inspection Disclosure. AVID is the acronym of it. You'll hear that talk a lot. And AVID is tied to your TDS, so a transfer disclosure statement. That TDS is a state mandated form. That is also an absolute requirement at Hubbell Real Estate to have in your file in order to close a file. So we're headed to Atascadero right now. I'm in escrow, and we are going to be doing the AVID for 9188 Ash Street in Atascadero. That's what an AVID is. I'll come back to you when I get to the property. Hey guys, so we made it back to, this is a quick little tidbit about AVID. So I picked this location to walk you through how I would do an AVID, an agent visual inspection, just on this unfinished garage. So I picked this location for a reason, because there's a lot that I could be pointing out here. So first glance, obviously you can tell this is an unfinished garage, no drywall, no insulation, nothing. Well, an agent visual inspection is not for me to go around and inspect the fundamentals of the house. It's just what I physically see. So I want to make sure that the other party is seeing the same thing that I see. So ultimately, when I walk in here, I would fill out my AVID that this is unfinished. There's cracks on the concrete. There's oil stains down here. It appears that there's been some new windows installed. The electrical is exposed. There's no ceiling on this property. Electrical exposed, again, cracks. And then this one I happen to notice, this is probably something that probably could have been really quickly overseen. This is my garage door button, and obviously the garage door button's not here. So that means I have no knowledge of whether or not that garage door actually works or doesn't work. There's no button, so I would advise the buyer to investigate. Or at least they know what they're buying. They know that they may have to be getting a new garage door opener or not. I have no idea. There's no button. No one can inspect that. I'm also going to point out the moisture, the difference of colors, and the potential of what that is. Point that out to the buyer, so the buyer's aware and they can figure out whether they want to investigate, not investigate, but it's something they know. This right here, oil, water, coming around. So kind of up in the ceiling, you can see some damaged roof in the ceiling. It's basically disclosing as much as I visually can see to the other party, so they're fully aware of what they're buying. So in an AVID is not used for like a description. Oh, look at this beautiful 2-car garage. It's very deep. You can get toys in here. That is not what an AVID is for. And trust me, being in this business as long as I've been in, I've seen that. And I look at the other agent and I'm like, who trained you on how to do these AVIDs? So an AVID is there to protect you, that you've disclosed to the buyer or the seller anything that you know that you physically can see in the property. That's what the AVID is. And it's a good disclosure. And again, you're checking the TDS to find out if the other agent is required to send you one or not. Over here at Hubbell Real Estate, we mandate that it is required for every file. Continue doing your paperwork, continue staying up on your contracts, and it protects everybody, protects both sides of the transaction. And let's go get an escrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Oh, and by the way, we have a training class. It is a marketing how to do CMAs. So if you like getting little tidbits of knowledge, again, I'm happy to share my knowledge. So I'm doing a how to do a CMA in Matrix this Tuesday at 9 a.m. at the office. My company is offering breakfast burritos. It's open to any and all agents. We're going to have fun just doing little tidbits of knowledge of how we look at and evaluate property. So how do we come to the table with a seller and explain what we feel the value of that house is? I'll be explaining that on Tuesday, December 10th, I think it is, at 9 a.m. The following week, we'll be using the system Flex to be doing the same exact thing. So ultimately, if you're in the 5 cities of San Luis Obispo County, and then ultimately going down to the Santa Barbara County and working that system as well, and figuring out how to use those systems to come up with an evaluation for a property. Anyway, I hope to see everybody there. And in the meantime, let's go get an escrow.